this week, the Federal Reserve is set to accelerate its most drastic steps in 3 decades by making it costlier to borrow money. The Fed is expected to meet this Wednesday and will almost certainly announce it's raising its benchmark short-term interest rate by 0.5 percentage point. That's the sharpest rate hike since the year 2000. The same thing is expected to happen at its next meeting in June and possibly at 1 year after that. Meanwhile, economists foresee even more rate hikes in the months to follow. So tonight, our Rochelle Aline is taking the story in depth, finding out how this move will impact everyday Americans.
When it comes to a jump in interest rates, Victor Clark, an economist at Florida Gulf Coast University, says it's not a matter of when.
The Fed will raise interest rates through 2022.
But it's now a question of how much the Federal Reserve will raise them.
I think the consensus right now is that they'll raise interest rates by 0.5%.
Leaders with the country's central banking system will be meeting this week to make that call. And Clark says it's a delicate decision due to the current state of our economy.
The Fed is really concerned about inflation right now. And one way to slow down a hot economy is to make it even more expensive to borrow money, whether you're a consumer or whether you're a firm and you need to borrow money to finance a new project.
And those interest rate hikes don't just impact new debt, but it also means that some people will see a spike in interest rates on existing debt. But Clark adds that the news isn't all bad.
If you have savings and you've been earning nothing at all at your local savings bank, you might begin to see a dividend that's paid for your savings every month, and that's a great thing.
And ultimately, it's a decision that the Fed will likely have to make a few more times in the coming months.
But I think they're very concerned about whether another 0.5% or even 0.75% on top of that might be worth doing at the next meeting 6 weeks from now.
In Tampa, Rochelle Aline, ABC Action News.